Supercast in just a moment. We have just received an official statement from the Valero plant near Dumas, and this is what it reads. We're going to show you video of the fire right now. It says they are currently experiencing a major fire at the Valero McKee refinery in Sunray. All plant personnel have been evacuated, and Valero has activated emergency response centers at the site and also in San Antonio. Valero emergency response team members administered first aid on site to 3 individuals. 1 contract employee was transported by helicopter to the burn center at the University Medical Center in Lubbock. As Marissa just mentioned, 3 people remain in critical condition tonight in the Lubbock burn unit. Now we are going to show you video from earlier this afternoon when the workers were flown into University Medical Center on LifeStar. Officials at the hospital told us just moments ago those workers did suffer severe burns.
Thank you guys so much for coming out here to speak to you today. I commend you on your efforts with your turnaround and your safety incidents being absolutely done. That's absolutely wonderful to hear. But I'm here to tell you about a presentation that I put together today that I've entitled How a Bad Day Actually Turned Out to Be a Good Day. I've got a little bit of video footage here that I'd like for you to listen to and watch, and then we'll go on with the presentation. Like I said, it was a bad day that day. Does anybody else in here want to be on a gurney coming off the helicopter going into a burn unit? Let's see a show of hands. Well, this is a participation presentation, so does anybody else want to get on a gurney with severe burns coming off a helicopter? Yes? Okay, then the response should be, all right, yeah, finally. Let me explain how I wound up on that gurney that day. It was 15 minutes to 2 on February 16th of 2007. As I was moving out of the unit, there was a line of exchangers and coolers. There wasn't any way to get between them because they were either sitting on top of concrete walls or there were control loops in between them. I couldn't get out with ease into the open area to get out to the muster point that was necessary. So I had to continue on down until I finally came to the last cooler. And as I came to the last cooler and proceeded out to the open area, on the opposite side there's an asphalt heater. Now when I went between these 2 pieces of equipment, everything was fine. But as I came out on the other end, into the open, I felt this tremendous heat all over my body. A heat that I'd never experienced before. It was like an automatic sunburn in just a few seconds, something that would normally take 8 hours. I could feel my ears blistering. I could feel my skin peeling back on my face. I lifted up my hands, and I saw the skin melting off of my hands. I knew I was on fire because I didn't see the flames, but I could feel the heat, and I knew I needed to do something. So like I said, I like to ask questions. What are we supposed to do when we catch on fire? An elementary rule. However, I was on top of the asphalt and gravel. I went to my knees to stop, drop, and roll, and realized this is going to do more damage than it is good. I stood up, and I thought quickly, how can I get this fire to extinguish on top of it? Get it off of it. And I remembered earlier in that day, there's a pothole. A pothole in the plant that was always there, and always had water in it. It would wash out the units, the water would collect there. And it also snowed about 3 days before that. The snow had melted. I knew there was water in this pothole, plus I had seen it earlier that day. I started walking in a brisk manner to get over there and put this fire out. What was I doing wrong? Walking in a brisk manner. I was fanning the flame, making it hotter. So in the middle of trying to get to that pothole, I had to tell myself to slow down. As I got to that pothole, I threw my hands in the hole, then my face and my body, and I rolled around in that water until I felt the cooling effect all over me. I knew the fire was out, although I could still feel the blistering, and I went to get up because that's what our employers give us to be safe employees. Training, right tools for the job. What kind of basic PPE we all wear? No mix. Hard hats. Safety glasses. that's right. When I was burned, I had Nomex on, very similar to this. I had these glasses. It's the only souvenir I have left. If you like to look at them, I'll leave them up there on that front table. The scratches are not scratches, they're heat cracks in the glasses. I had my hearing protection in. When I was burned, my ears shriveled up in the nubs and my nose dislocated from my face. When they were doing the deep breathing on my head while I was in the coma, they opened up my ears. They pulled out the hearing protection, and they said that that's what saved my ear canals from being burned out. Saved my hearing. The Nomex, I have lines on my hands to prove that's where the fire stopped. It didn't continue on. And that's where I lead up to my next point. But there's one more I'd like to go over. There's a piece of paper that I'm sure everybody uses. What do we call it? It's filled out daily for each job. Who loves JSA?